Hello. Oh no. Let me fix this. Period. I hope you guys are doing well. Entertainment purposes only. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the subscribers. I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe. Very interesting turn of events. I meant to put in something about DDG and Hallie, but I couldn't fit it in the title. Okay. But I might squeeze that in at the end depending on how I feel after all these other topics. Check out those high vibrational channels in the description box. If you have not checked them out yet, this is not the channel for you. This channel is only focused on people that want to elevate in all forms and ways that they possibly can, okay? So make sure you check out those high vibrational channels in the description box below. And let's start off actually with Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Jaguar, because I feel like that has a lot of weird energy. And first of all, what I'm getting is that Jay-Z and Beyonce been known that Jaguar has been talking. It's not a secret that Jaguar has been online opening her mouth. She's been doing it for more than a long time now. Beyonce have always heard of Jaguar doing things. It's just when she took it to a platform like Piers Morgan that maybe has a little bit more reach than just YouTube platforms or certain social media platforms, now they actually care. So I feel like there's actually been forms of like evil eye sent at Jaguar from a lot of celebrities, not just Beyonce and Jay-Z or one person. I feel like a lot of celebrities have sent her like an evil eye or some like Santeria. I'm kind of picking up on like some voodoo. But in the last reading I did, I told you guys Jaguar, she's actually very well protected from these things. And it's kind of like her covering is invincible, because some people are just sort of anointed to speak the truth, and Jaguar is one of those people just anointed to speak the truth. And the fact that she feels like her son was killed in a way where it just makes her feel like other people had something to do with it. And that's also a reason why Jaguar speaks the way she does, is because I think once you've lost a child and you feel like people had things to do with it and there was a lot of weird underhanded things going on, you kind of just go all guns blazing. And that's what it is about Jaguar. That's why she talks as much as she does, and that's why she gets a lot of pull. Honestly, it's because of like the spirits around her that protect her and that open doors for her. It's very powerful, more powerful than any energetic manipulation that somebody can whip up. You know, it's like something very intense. But I want to get into how Jay-Z and Beyonce feel about her. And just I guess why now have they actually finally decided to take some form. The sun. Well, I guess it's kind of like if you can't take the heat, stay out of the kitchen kind of energy when it comes to these two. I also feel like there could be something about Blue Ivy or one of their kids is coming out here. Like there could be something happening around their kid as a distraction. This is a really weird energy to pick up on. But with the Sun card and me talking about Jaguar's child, it's like some kind of karmic energy. But it's also like Jay-Z and Beyonce have had a lot to do with a lot of other things of people younger than them or when they were younger. It's almost like regardless of whether Jaguar speaks or not, there's still gonna be stuff that's gonna be exposed about Beyonce and Jay-Z. It doesn't matter if Jaguar speaks out because things were always gonna come to the light with the sun. Things were always gonna be shown for what they really were. And the there's a lot of lies around Jay-Z and Beyonce, like a lot of lies and stories fabricated that their teams have made up and people around them to sort of protect them to keep them in this like positive image, but it's like with the Sun card I'm picking up that's about to change. And Piers Morgan was forced to apologize on his own platform. When people tell you, hey, you better do this and you better apologize, that's forced. So he got up on his own platform after having Jaguar on there and he apologized. Which personally, the Eight of Swords, it's really funny because what's coming out is like mental manipulation tactics, like dark psychological control tactics is coming out here. And I wouldn't be shocked if there's like some kind of like hypnosis energy or like something like that Beyonce plays with. I wouldn't be shocked about that. Something about hypnosis here. Jay-Z too, because he's been seen with a lot of high priestesses that are known practicing high priestesses. But it's also like Jay-Z and Beyonce are using the last little bit of their power because they do feel intimidated at the fact that not only has Jaguar been talking, but now P. Diddy is um, fully in custody. And P. Diddy can open his mouth at any time because everybody was involved. Everybody was affiliated with P. Diddy. So it's like a compilation of a whole bunch of stuff. And I've said this in the past like 3 or 4 readings on Beyonce, but it's like there's a lot of tension in the household. The household is very tense. It's like they try to put on a happy face for the kids, but it's a lot of like that unspoken tension. It's like that can cause headaches, that can cause your body to hurt. Like when you go through a really stressful situation and your body starts to like cramp up, your legs, your foot, your back, your neck, you're like, what's going on? It's like a literal physical manifestation of stress. And so that's kind of what we're seeing. So I mean, we're gonna see a lot more of that shit, to be honest. But you can't stop something that was already about to happen. Okay. Next. Oh my God, I'm gonna take a sip. Safari. Straight! That shit he be fucking yelling. Safari's fucking slow. Ever since Nikki first fucking showed Safari, he was breakdancing fucking behind her. I'm like, oh, this man is slow for real. If you're an OG Nikki fan, and you remember watching Safari in the background of everything she fucking did. But yeah, what did I put in the title? Something along the lines of Safari being paid, and it would not shock me if he was paid, because that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up. All right, there's a lot of people that pay people to do weird shit, even people that are like not even that rich. To be completely honest with you, sometimes I pick up the energy of bribes or people that like target the less fortunate to help them do petty crimes or major crimes or whatever it is, right? And it's like, for a long time, especially in the past 2 years, I've picked up really, really heavy that there's a lot of people that actually play with Nikki in that way when it comes to handing out large sums of money to do certain things, or just wanting clout or feeding a certain person's ego. There's a lot of people that like feed themselves through Nikki's ego in a weird way, and Safari is one of those people. So it's honestly like you wouldn't even have to bribe Safari to go to a Nikki concert. He would just go by himself. You know, he wouldn't need somebody to pay him to go. And he did go with 3 big security guards. I feel like Safari actually was a little bit scared. I'm going to start pulling some cards because I'm just going off of the psychic energy alone. But honestly, it's like Safari did feel a little bit scared. Because if so, why did you walk in with 3 big security guards? I mean, maybe you could have had 1, or you could have had like an entourage, or I don't know. But for him to walk in with 3 big security guards is just kind of like, all right, man, if you're going to do this, you might as well do it like this so that you won't get hurt. It's almost because, hold on, I dropped the card. It's almost because Safari knows playing with Nikki is like playing with fire. Yeah, Journey. And this is one of the moments where I just kind of want to say, like, it's like, Safari, Nikki has nothing to do with your life right now, which is actually pretty crazy. Because with this journey card, it's like Safari still thinks that Nikki could be a part of his journey. But it's like Nikki sees him as somebody who is just in the past and will stay in the past and will not come back. And there was a lot of lessons learned with Safari. She learned a lot, good and bad, with Safari. And you know what I'm hearing, that saying where it's like men mature slower than women do? That's kind of a case of what we're seeing. Like, she's already moved on and happy with a child, marriage, and Safari, him and Erica Mena did not work out. So he feels like he's messed up on his journey. So he wants to try to impede on Nicki Minaj's journey and just kind of be a menace. Like, Safari, you're being a fucking menace, and you know it, all right? You know it. You sitting up there smiling, made a whole vlog about it. And what took me up out of here, not only did Nikki have live, I was trying to find a still shot from her Instagram live when literally Kenneth was in the background growling like a fucking lion. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And literally she had Kenneth on stage at Gag City when she found out Safari was there, and Kenneth was sitting up there looking like a second grader in the parent pickup line waiting for his mom's car to pull on up. Okay, Kenneth looked awkward as I was screaming when I saw Kenneth. I was like, why did Nikki bring Kenneth up here? Like, Nikki, Safari knows you're in a relationship. He knows that. And I feel like, okay, Kenneth is backstage. So if anything was to be tried, it would get handled immediately. Kenneth just looked really crazy sitting up there on the stage. Like I said, like a second grader. Healer of the ages. Patience. This is interesting. Patience on the back of the deck. I feel like Safari is really searching for a way to get around Nikki. This is deeper than we know, you guys. Safari's actually been looking for ways, like energetically, to get around Nikki. You know what's so crazy? What's coming out? Safari feels like Nikki loves him, like still loves him, because he still loves her. So he's like projecting this energy onto Nikki, like you still love me though, and we could still be together. It's kind of delusional. It's a little creepy, a little sad. It's like Safari's trying to come off as like healing, like I want to heal Nikki, but he's also just very obsessed and he needs healing. Very twisted, very psychologically twisted. And that's why him in the relationship with Nikki didn't work out. Is he an air sign or have major air placements? Very mentally abusive. Mm. Hostilities. Yeah, there was definitely a energy in there, and it's crazy. It's the Miami show, and I just happened to live in South Florida, and I was thinking about going to Gag City, actually, but I had to finish my hair, so I was like, it's okay. I'll go to another. There'll be another Nicki concert I can catch eventually, but it's just like I feel like there was so much tension up in there, especially with Nikki putting Kenneth on stage like that. Financial constraints, yeah. Safari's going through financial issues. Yeah, Archangel Michael, root chakra. Safari lived his best life when he was with Nikki, and he's trying to get back to that as much as he can, but this is sad. This is desperate. This is very, very desperate. Safari, you need to just focus on your journey. Your journey. And he's been watching her, been looking her up, been like, I don't want to say what I'm about to say because it's like YouTube is so stupid. Um, but it's like even like sexual things here. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Should I go ahead and do something about DDG and Hallie or save it? I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for another time in case Hallie says something, because Hallie hasn't said shit, and DDG's been on a breakup press tour. I don't understand what DDG is doing, but he's so annoying, and he keeps showing me why I thought he was so fucking annoying. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Personal reading slots. are open. Okay, please check out the email down below. They do fill up fast. And personal healing. I am a Reiki healer as well. Check out those high vibrational channels I put in each and every description box for everyone to check out and utilize. And yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. You guys stay safe, and I'll see you later.